come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Green 80! 59. Hey, zero. Slam. Tight dog. Gun. Well.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Target. 19. One left.
50 seconds to Mike.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st down, Murray. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Murray now. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They begin the drive with Coleman. And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
14. Check 3. Check. Hey, alert.
Play action. It's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And an alley to run. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the slant. 14. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Talking about it and bring it. Yeah.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Here's Murray from midfield. He'll get this one complete to Davis. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To throw, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On third down, Dobbins. Whoosh. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Murray now on first down. He completes it to Hunter.
Complete to number 6. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last run got 6, now second and 4. Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Second down, Murray sets to throw. This one caught by Davis.
Murray's pass, complete to number 81. A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray completes it to Davis. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He was brought down by Von Miller. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 7, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Murray on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the draw. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They go play action now. Wilson. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Towards the mic. Yes, it's going. Match box. Right. 6 good.
He's got the hook up to Moore. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Kamara. He finds an opening past the 40. goes into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 9th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson. He gets it to Thomas. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Alert. 24 is the mic. Rabbit. 24 is the mic.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Undercrush. Look up right there. Shift.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Operating from the gun. Wilson completes it to Coleman. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal. The Saints 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Jim. 57, Mike, 57. Watch the curl. He's coming.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. Hey, watch the ball. 24 is the mic. I got it. Got it. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Dalvins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Kamara. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
On 2nd down and 4. Murray. It's caught by Davis. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now, the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big deal.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They will run again to Coleman. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This is caught, it's Cooks. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. That's caught. It's Coleman. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Wilson, operating from the gun. He finds Coleman, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 47-yard line.
Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Bang out. Bam. Echo. That's 57. 57's right. No chance.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they take possession of the football Charlotte have it at the 36-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Let's go.
A big play there out of Kamara. 41 yards on the ground. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing now is Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Check nine.
Murray to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
36 power.
Now it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.